my dear Virgo. This is a love reading, a prediction for the month of June with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you want to watch the channel's reading in advance and ads free, you can become an extended member to the channel. I'm also doing spiritual growth readings for all the members to the channel every week and personal readings for the full members. Subscribe and then check this out through the join button or follow the link in the description box to learn more. This will be a love reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising sign and Venus, Vedic or tropical. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. So when I tell you that this is you, it might as well be the person or the situation you are dealing with. I usually read for the empath side of the story within this dynamic, but also remember that the other person holds up a mirror of your shadow. So use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this reading for you. I can also recommend that you watch the previous love reading for May, because that's the energy right now, and this will be the prediction for June. I will start shuffling your cards, and I use the Golden Universal Tarot with Roberto De Angelis. Okay, so when I open your deck here, I see the 10 of Pentacles together with the 10 of Wands. So someone is very overburdened with responsibility, and it might be issues of money, issues of actual responsibility or commitment, things like this that makes a person feel a little bit overwhelmed here. Okay, so I call the divine with love and light, and here we have the 7 of Wands in reverse with the 10 of Wands in reverse. So this person doesn't want to defend themselves anymore. They don't want to have to defend themselves anymore, whatever that means. So I call the 4 archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and we have the 2 of Cups with the 7 of Wands in the reversed. So I'm seeing one person thinking that they have an unequal relationship, where maybe they are the committed one, they are the one investing in the relationship, investing money, time, resources, energy, but the other person feels like they are almost being invaded. So if they don't commit or don't take responsibility, it's probably because they feel like their freedom is threatened. So what is freedom? Freedom is when you don't have, let's say that you are being run down by authority, always telling you what to do, regulating when you can be outside your home, regulating where you can go, at what time, and also how much maybe they tax you a great deal, and maybe they do so in ways that feels unfair for you. So if you can imagine this is how this person feels inside this relationship. Okay, so 6 elements, and here we have the Queen of Cups with the 7 of Wands. Reality isn't like that, really. Not entirely, because it seems like you're very compassionate towards this person, and they are a little bit unfair with putting unnecessary boundaries to you to protect their freedom. But to make you understand how they feel, the allegory is kind of important, because that might make you understand why they're acting the way they do. Okay. So 6 elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Virgo viewers. King of Cups in reverse. So it's like the divine masculine, either in a male or a female, but the person that's stubborn, doesn't want to commit, want their freedom, is feeling a little bit like they are, probably love you, but they don't want to be giving you too much. If you are the Queen of Cups, they are the King of Cups in reverse. So they don't want to give you like their little finger, and so that you will take the whole hand. That's what I'm feeling there with the King of Cups. So I will just tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind and your relationship in June. This is the new bottom of the deck, and we have the Ten of Wands, so this person feeling very overwhelmed. So if you have someone that has reacted funny lately, it might be because they are overwhelmed. So maybe take a step back, don't push this person too much just right now. Ten of Swords in the reverse. So we don't want them to, because things might be, you might be feeling a little bit angry, a little bit pissed off, and you want this person to shape up. But if you push them right now, you might actually hurt them unnecessarily. It's not really you that's hurting them, they're hurting themselves. But it doesn't really make any difference. If you have, since you seem to be a little bit more mature, you can give them that a little bit respite or a little bit patience, because it's unnecessary to break another person just because they're acting a little bit stupid, okay? If we have the wisdom to know better. Okay, so this is what's on your mind about the person most on your mind. This is your situation. This is what's on their mind with you. Your feelings towards them, the bond between you two, their feelings towards you. This is your behaviors and attitudes, the outcome for June, and their behaviors and attitudes. So we start with the situation here. And we have another 10, so the 10 of Cups in the reversed. Tens can indicate something that's fully grown, but also it's like the up and down of civilization. When it's on the peak, it's also as far as it will come. So sometimes the decline will happen. And with the 10 of Cups, it's something that has been very valuable, but it started to lose its shine a little bit. Something that we really fought for in the past, maybe we don't want to fight for it, or is not as important, or we start to become disappointed over the whole thing. And here we have a 6 of coins. So here we can see how well you're applying yourself in this relationship, and you just wish for the other person, like you can do the most of the work if they just do one little thing. Let's say, for example, that you're arguing with your partner about money, because we had 6 of coins and the 10 of coins, and you are kind of being the grander person, offering something. Let's say that you give them a really fair deal, like I can pay for all the food if you just take the phone bill, for example. And still they have to, you know, protest about the phone bill. So this maybe this is a teenager, I don't know. And I'm thinking this is what's make you a little bit, I'm feeling like this big sigh, like really tired of this person. And still you're trying to be patient, you're trying to be patient, and you're trying to be the bigger person. You're trying to keep harmony in the situation. But in the same time you want justice. So if you are being the bigger person, making a grand gesture inside the relationship, either it's money or something else, and the other person is just trying to shake you down for even more thing, or refusing to give their part, because usually among friends, let's say that your best friend has a garage sale, and you see you have always loved their sofa and their red refrigerator that has has markings like on an old car, and it's red, so it's very 50s style, and they think it's crap because they have had it for such a long time. They're really tired of it, but for you it's kind of golden. So what happens here might be that your friend says, just take the refrigerator, I don't care, take the sofa also, I'm just happy to get rid of it. And you as a friend, you say, no, I can pay, it's no problem. You have a garage sale, you want to get rid of things, of course I can pay, I'm your friend, I can pay. And they say, don't bother. And then you send them some money anyway, or smuggle it down their purse or whatever you are doing. But here, it's not that. It's not working like that here. For some reason, this other person doesn't know the rules. So when you try to be the bigger person and, say, you don't have to pay, they say, okay, then I can take the rest of your furniture too. So they don't know the rules. They don't know the codes, or they are kind of misusing it. And it makes you a tad bit tired. Okay, a little bit tired. And here we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. So it's really like this. They don't want to give you a single penny, or they don't want to apply themselves. They don't want to help out. And it doesn't have to do with money. It can be, we are expected to play nice and do nice things towards each other. But this person doesn't play by the rules. They just do kind of the opposite of what is expected of them, and they also feel like they're a little bit smart with this, like they are being able to take advantage of you by causing maybe a little bit of conflict, or doing the opposite thing of what expected, or not following social and moral codes. But remember that with freedom and them being overwhelmed, because it's important ingredients to probably show in this reading as well. So we see with this the bond between you two, 8 of Coins. Again, I'm feeling it mostly coming from you here, Virgo, that you're trying to do a good job, and you want to have a good outcome with this person. You want to have a good result, and that everyone can feel satisfied and happy in this situation and play along nicely and be friends. So it's very sweet of you. And this is your feelings, and we have a 9 of Wands in the reverse. So it's starting to build upon you. It's like it started to become a little bit too much for you here. So you might easily snap. It's not the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Swords, but it's the 9 of Wands. So you might have taken a lot of consideration to this person because you knew that they were a little bit off. They weren't able to play nice. They weren't able to play by the rules. If you have demands on them, they will feel overwhelmed easily, or they will rebel and make a big drama. So you have probably taken a lot onto yourself, but it has become a little bit too much. So one more stick might break this camel's back, and it can go so far that you end the relationship, or you really have like a mental breakdown and scream at them. It will feel very nice for you. At that moment, you feel probably exhilarating because you finally get rid of this energy, pent up energy that's built up for so long. So it's not a big deal per se, but it's better if we can address the situation sooner rather than later, so we don't have to snap. Okay, this is their feelings, and we have the Chariot in the reverse. They are just not cooperating. They're just not helping out. I understand that it's because they might not have the equipment. They might already be on the edge of what they can manage. This is probably a very sensitive person in the foundation, but it has made them very hysterical, fighting for their view of things or how they want things on a surface level. But on a deeper level, they are super sensitive, and that's why things become so important for them. Things that don't really matter for you, it's not that big of a deal, you just want to be fairly treated, becomes a really big deal for this person. And here, I'm getting so tired just holding these cards because it's so blah. It's a person that's totally full of themselves, my way or the highway. They don't care about how you feel, or they just care about coming out on top. It's really about keeping their own nose over the waterline so they don't drown. But it's still, they expect you to carry so much more while they are acting this full of themselves, or that they are so super important, or that they don't have to care about you and they can do whatever they want. It feels, I don't like it. We can put it like that. I don't like it. So this is your behaviors and attitudes. 8 of Swords. You don't know how to solve this with this impossible person. They are oversensitive and overly stubborn. They don't want to give. And if you don't give, they will become hysterical, angry, full of conflict. They can do really like even revengeful things just to prove their point or to make you yield. So they absolutely don't play by the rules. And this makes you feel hopeless about the situation. But 8 of Swords and the 9 of Wands in reverse is actually good in this situation, because it shows that your own defense system is starting to kick in. You might snap on the person and also leave the situation. 8 of Swords in the reverse is getting out of prison. So this is a prison that has been built because this person is so overly sensitive, and they just see things from their perspective, and you have tried to work around it. So it has become like a big structure for you to deal with. And you have sympathy for them. It's just that they don't have any sympathy for you. And this is their behavior. 5 of Swords. I won. I will take like the car, the house, and our vacation house in Greece. You can have I don't know, the bicycle and all the responsibility for the children and all the payments for the children. So that's how this person wants it to go. And it's very hard to deal with these kind of people, because they don't care really for the outcome as long as they win. So they can do all crazy stuff to win in the end. And they don't care if they have to, go to court or be like having a vendetta with the rest of your family and all, or the whole village, or they don't care as long as they win in the end. Because that winning is so important, because that's what's keeping them from the edge of breaking down. And 2 of Pentacles. So I'm seeing like you are dropping the situation because you don't want to fight with this person. I'm almost getting angry for you, because now I want to go and fight with this person. And, I don't want to let them win. I don't want to let them, be unfair, take all of the stuff, or make you do all the work, or make you take all the responsibility and come off with it. It seems horrible, unfair, but I'm also understanding your point of view that to hell with it, I just dropped the ball on this, it's no point, because it's probably no point. This person is very high strung, and as I said, it's no telling what they would do. They would even do things that would be totally self-destructive. For example, let's say that they are going to pay alimony, and they don't want to do that. So they quit their job and say, I have no money, so that they don't have to pay alimony. It's like, if that's the name, like child support. It's a very high strung person, but there's a reason to why they are like this. And it's for them, life is a war. For you, it's about trying to cooperate. So you have very different worldviews. They are probably very anxious in their foundation, and there's always a new problem on their sky, always a new fight, because they're creating a lot of problems. For you, probably you have some vacation now and then when you actually are able to get things in harmony and you don't have so much enemies. So I think life is much more simple for you, but it's still this element of this person often gets their way like with what they want, just because they don't play by the rules. They don't care for consequences. They can be very self-destructive just so that they will win. So it makes it very hard to deal with this person or get anywhere to a sane place together with this person and get like a good outcome. Okay. So I'll see what they would want to say to you, like beyond this protection here. a lot of things. Your love kickstart my healing. So maybe they are healing somewhere underneath all that problematic stuff. we were always meant to be together. So they feel a certain connection to you and a certain almost like respect or even gratitude. I'm lost without you. So if you are breaking up with someone and you're trying to have a nice divorce, it might be that this person is taking revenge on you because they are lost without you. So they rather have, a fight with you than to play nice with you and get like a good outcome. So they rather make you hate them. I wanted to aim for something better for myself. I'm feeling the feeling here, but I try to understand it. They feel that their life is always chaos, and maybe money will bring them, they hope that money might bring them some joy or final relief, or that winning will give them a relief. They don't know that actually cooperating, it's much more rewarding. They just don't know this. They're fighting for crumbs. Like it's like really people that's starving and that's ransacking, the big truck that comes with food for them to give them food so they won't starve, and everyone kind of go and jump the truck and just steal everything that's there. This is their mentality here. So their world isn't as organized and calm as yours are. It's much more full of problems, I think. A hit and run. Well, they want to come off as they don't care, and they might often do revengeful stuff to just hurt you. And the reason is that they are scared of you, and I think they are scared of the power that you have over them. Either there's an emotional power, that they love you, and if you don't love them anymore, that would hurt, so they need to kind of take revenge on you for that. Things like this is what I'm feeling there. I have a lot of insecurities. Well, this could be probably their, signature. I have a lot of insecurities. Inside me, I scream your name. So they want your approval, but they have no way of getting it because they don't know how to act to get it. All their survival techniques is about being hysterical, making you hysterical, making a fight and winning the fight. So it's not going to give them what it is that they want. So this is your side to things. I never wanted to hurt you. And I think that's true because I'm feeling a lot of compassion from this side. You don't want to hurt this person and you want a good outcome, but you don't want it to be unfair. But if this person is going to be unfair, you rather drop them like a hot potato here. I'm walking through the dark night of my soul and I will never come back. So it might be that some of you have had a crude awakening about this person. Before, maybe you didn't understand what was happening. You just felt like they were accusing you of being evil and you said, no, I'm nice. See here, I'm trying this, I'm trying that. I'm trying to make it work here. Don't be angry with me. And but eventually you had some kind of epiphany, and that made you see the reality. And sometimes this makes us hurt because we see we have wasted a lot of time in a situation where we thought that there were rules, but there were no rules. We were playing by the rules and the other person was just trying to hurt us, or they were trying to hurt us. You didn't want to hurt them, but I think they definitely want to hurt you. And it's because this with the revenge thingy that they feel so unloved, that they want to take revenge on the world, including you, for not loving it properly. So as I said, there's some deep thing going on with this person that we can't see here. But they say that they are healing with you, probably because you have been very nice. If they have always been with the wolves, I love wolves, but this is a symbolism. If they have always been raised by wolves, spending time with wolves, and then you come and you act like we say a sheep. They are cooperating. They are trying to. They want to stay together. They don't want to have fights. They want to find like common ground so they can stay close together. When you are acting like this towards them, you're sharing your food instead of trying to steal their food, things like this. They have like their survival techniques, and you are trying to play nice. So it's a crash a little bit. And I think it took you a while before you realized this. And when you realized this, you kind of lost hope a little bit. But this was also your awakening that makes you being able to eventually maybe leave this situation and not put so much energy into it anymore, or ever more. I will never come back. If this is how you feel, I think that's a really good decision. I don't know what to do with a person like this to make them calm down and understand that I'm not here to hurt you. We can be like a pack of sheep together, going and eat grass. We don't have to fight for the last pieces of the cadaver. Okay. I don't think I don't know how to make that clear for this person. They are too high-strung and reactive to maybe be able to listen. So we'll see what the divine will say about the outcome of this relationship. Healing family issues, children. So some of you do have child support to deal with this person, and some of you might need to cooperate with this person, even though you want to drop them like a hot potato and never come back. You still have obligations together with this person due to you having children together. So you need to find a place where a thing can work, and you need to not take this person personally. Like their hell is worse than your hell. So I think to make the situation as smooth as possible with this, like as far as you need to cooperate with them, and then the rest of the time don't spend so much energy even thinking about this person. And I also see that this person probably mirrors something that has happened to you, where you need to heal certain family issues, and this person might be like a mirror of that issue. If you have had parents that in some way were unfair to you and rigid and didn't understand your needs and just had a lot of demands on you, that might be why you have attracted such a person. And it's also like both of you are children, and you want some kind of you want love from this person, and it's not going to happen. They can't love you. They can only hurt you and, you know, have evil plans that they will set in motion. So you can't get this. You need to become your own parent and love you, and support you and be on your side, and that will help you also deal with this situation. But you don't have to hate the person, because as I said, they are worse off than you. You just need to understand that they might not be like equipped to have like real human relationships that's healthy. Okay, so I'm just okay, and that card. So this is what their soul wants to tell you. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. There's nothing wrong with their soul. It's only when the soul is down in the human body, forgetting who they are, where they came from, their past lives, their life in heaven, all these things, that and they are left with the wolves. That's when this happens. But as a soul, they have a beautiful soul. So you can send them light and love on this level, and by that maybe be able to forgive them, and thereby not having their energy in your presence anymore. Because as long as we can't forgive a person, we will still be kind of intoxicated by that person and that relationship. But when we can forgive, we can also let go. So if you can send this person healing and feel that I let you go with surrounding you by light and letting you go, that would be nice. But if you can't, it also works like on a middle stage to send back their energy. And sometimes it can be white light, sometimes it can be like lumps of dirt or rocks, or even like pieces of flesh that you have to catapult back to them, and you need to put up a fort. Normally it's like sending back white light and putting up some mirrors, but it's different degrees in hell. So so that might be the first stage, and later on you will be able to send you know, love instead of just sending back their energy. And twin flames, your passion ignites. Yeah. This is the worst ever, that this person might be like your other half. So a little bit the lost astronaut syndrome. Something has happened to this person's soul, so they got almost like stuck in purgatory. And unfortunately they are your other half, and you need it now for the ascension process. So I don't know how to solve this or how to fix it, but usually what I understand is to be able to make the quantum leap, to make our jump, ascension to our next. It's like the Earth have the chance right now to lay off a lot of its burden and make a quantum leap into a little bit more paradisic state. And to make this quantum leap, we need to have all our shadow side with us, all our lost soul parts. And it's very likely that this is one of your lost soul parts, since they're saying twin flame. And if this person is still living in purgatory, you have a bond to them and you can't make the quantum leap. And I don't know exactly what to do about that situation right now. Maybe there's a possibility to entirely sever the ties and make you into two separate souls. Usually with twin flames, the one is up in heaven, the other one is down on earth, and then you shift. But right now it seems like both of you are on the same place in the same time, and that means that one will be extremely yang and the other one will be extremely yin, and it makes you into extremes, and you need to in some way come together. One way to come together is actually to become a warrior yourself. If you take in the warrior shadow side energy here, becomes more suspicious, more logic, more judgmental, all these kind of things, and become the miser a little bit more, and then you might lift that burden from this person, so they can take in more of the love and empathy and calmness, and I give this and you give that, and so this might be the recipe. And it's almost happening here, because you're getting tired of being the bigger person. So snap. Okay, so snap might be a good idea to get a little bit more angry in situations, care a little bit less of consequences, be a little bit more warrior-like, leave relationships behind that don't fulfill your wants and needs. Become a little bit more selfish, because that will lift the burden from the other person to need to be selfish, because since you are a whole, if you take all the fun parts, they will have all the not so fun parts. So that's actually making you very selfish from a divine point of view. So that's the best advice I can give you. It doesn't mean you have to spend time with this person. It just means you have to take in your shadow side, so that they can take in more of their light side. I would urge you to watch the reading Their True Thoughts and Feelings in their True Thoughts and Feelings playlist. That will probably tell you more about this story. Or you can also watch the reading What Do They Want to Happen Between You for Your Sign, or the this love reading but for May. That will probably help you to see this situation a little bit more from different angles.
Jet planes in the night sky with you.
Today, if you can't get enough of my readings on YouTube, you can now become a member to my channel and get access to premium content videos. There are 3 different levels to choose from. You can become a supportive member and get personal and spiritual growth readings for the collective.
Getting high in the sunrise with you.
The second option is to become an extended member, where you get access to the collective readings from the previous level And you will also be able to see all the channel's astrological tarot readings for all the signs ahead of time and ads free.
Getting through all the bad times with you. I wasn't missing a thing, now I do. And I wish that I could build a time machine.
The third option is to become a full member, where you get access to all the perks from the previous levels. And on top of that, you will get short personal readings from me every week. It is very similar to super chat readings, but here you subscribe instead of paying for super chats.
'Cause time moves on, and now you're gone. Oh, if only I could build a time machine, I'd come and get you.
There is a lot of other perks that's available for all levels, as membership loyalty badges, custom emojis, and other special features.
I'd come and get you. I can't forget you. I miss you, I miss you, I miss you all the time. I wish that, I wish that, I wish that.
If you subscribe to my channel, you will be able to see the join button where you can learn more about the membership. You can also follow the link in the description box to check this out. And if you're still not convinced that this is a good option for you, you can become a member just to support my channel and help me keep on doing readings for all the astrological signs. I hope you will join and we will have so much fun together. Thank you for watching this far. I'm sending you all my love and all my gratitude.